Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we're at Disneyland to give you a merchandise update because, crazily enough, Christmas merchandise has already dropped at the Disneyland Resort, plus a ton of new other items that we're going to check out. So let's get going. Yes, there's still Halloween stuff up, but we're going to start this Christmas merchandise video, and we're going to start right here at the Emporium. So first thing when we walk in, we still are greeted with some Halloween merchandise because it is actually only October 11th today, but then we have the Christmas merchandise here. So we're gonna see actually how much Halloween stuff is still here for those of you who are coming shortly. For Halloween, you're wondering, has all the Halloween stuff disappeared for Christmas? But for everybody else, we're gonna look at the Christmas merchandise if you're planning on coming during the Christmas season, or maybe you just wanna look at the merchandise to see what they have. You have no plans on coming here at all for Christmas. So let's start off with some ears here. This is, I guess, the new style for the ears. No price for those, which is kind of typical. Probably $35.99 or $34.99. If we see a price later on, I'll point it out. We do have some adult Crocs over here, $79.99 for the adult Crocs. Ooh, we've got some hot chocolate there. That's really neat. Stockings, snowman. They should have made this an Olaf snowman. That would have been fun. Maybe not. I don't know. And then we've got, that looks like It's a Small World, but it's not. It's Sleeping Beauty Castle. So we have Sleeping Beauty Castle in the look of it. Well, actually, it's just more like Germantown. So that's pretty cool. In fact, the Sleeping Beauty Castle was modeled after Neuschwanstein Castle, which is German. So it is nice that that we've got that sort of little German look to it. And no price, of course. Some more ears. This one, a little snowman with some Santa hats. Price? Do we have a price on this one? Nope. Here is a look at the Spirit jerseys. So we have the same kind of theming as the ears over there. I mean, they're all of these things are green, but the ears are the same pattern. We have here, that must be their style for one of the lines of merchandise this year. And we do have a gold print here on the back. Let's see if we can find price for this one. This one actually has a price on it, $84.99. We've got some Santa/Mickey hats, Mickey Santa hats, and these are $29.99. And then down here we have some adult fuzzy socks. They are unisex, and they've got little rubbery grippies on them, but they're really thick, $24.99. Over in one of the Halloween stands, actually, we do have, I don't remember seeing this before, even though Nightmare Before Christmas, the merchandise for that has been out since Halloween. I don't remember seeing this specific hat for Nightmare Before Christmas, $29.99, or this shirt, Making Christmas Fright. So they have added a few, maybe that's why they're doing it now when two holidays collide. We have these two holidays colliding. Moved over to the other side of that display now. We have the same ears and shirt that we looked at, but we have a Christmas countdown calendar here. This is big. I'm trying to flip it over or turn it around. Price is $59.99 on the Making Christmas calendar. So we've got that little Germantown look. Not quite. Oh, actually that one's broken. I was like, so it is supposed to be Sleeping Beauty Castle. I mean, that would make more sense. I was expecting it to be Sleeping Beauty Castle, but then I looked and I was like, oh, maybe it's just a little Germantown. But no, be careful. Actually, it doesn't necessarily maybe look like that broke. No, that definitely broke. I was just thinking maybe it snaps in and it snaps out, but no, that definitely broke. So they've got a bunch. Oh, wow. This must be a common problem because there's another one where it's broken too. Why would they even put that on the shelf? It's like sideways over there, I think. Two stockings over here, one for Mickey and one for Minnie Mouse. Price on those stockings is $34.99. And then we have a Making Christmas Magical, same line of merchandise as the countdown calendar. We have a snowflake Christmas tree topper, and it lights up, it says. And $59.99. There's a Try Me button, so let's go ahead and push it. Oh, there we go. That's neat. And in that same line, we have a whole bunch of different ornaments. I was wondering when we were going to find it. We flipped to the other side of the display. There's a bunch of sides to this display now, but we have the backpack, the Loungefly that matches the ears and the Spirit jersey. And let's see if we get lucky on a price for this one. Oh, wow, $79.99. I would have expected a little bit higher for one of their limited lines of merchandise, but $80 that's the minimum that the Loungeflies go generally, unless they're on sale. So this one's not too bad. And whoa, what is the $54.99 for? Is that for, that can't be for the, oh wait, that's a kid's Spirit jersey. Okay, so that's what that is. So it was like, there's no way the $54.99 is for those ears. No way. This must be a kid's version of the Spirit jersey, because it's quite a bit smaller. And that one's only $54.99. The other one was, what, $84.99? We also have some kids' Crocs here, and they're listed at $64.99. So the kids' versions of things, slightly cheaper, in the same style as the adults. Yes, countdown to Christmas calendars. I love these. I hope the chocolate in here actually tastes pretty good. I feel like the ones we always get, the chocolate taste bad. There's no price. No price. What is up with that? That would be a big factor of whether or not I would buy this or one of the Trader Joe's ones. But there's no price listed. They've got a backpack that matches the snowman ears. How fun is that? Whoa, this one's $99. That's $20 more than the one over there. For this? I'm sorry. I mean, it's kind of cute, but it's not my style at all. I would much rather have that one over there. Okay, well, that was it. That's the only Christmas display up at the moment. So even though it's early, this is all we have. So what we are going to do for the purpose of this video, I thought that when I heard that Christmas merchandise was out, I thought it was a lot. But it's not. It's just a single display. So we're going to turn this video from more of a Christmas one into a merchandise update video. Yes, Christmas merchandise is available, and we're going to look for more throughout the parks. But I also want to show you some other items that are in here that I've just never seen before. This whole display being one of them, we have a Veterans Day line of merchandise. I mean, it's still a month away from Veterans Day, but that's what I'm assuming we're looking at here. An Honor Spirit jersey, which is really neat. They have an Honor Mickey shirt here too. The shirt is $34.99. And we've got this really nice, oh, look at this. We have a survival bracelet that this thing uncoils into a rope if you were to ever need it. So great for taking hiking with you. Oh, and I was gonna say, does it say Honor on it? It does. That's really, really nice. And the price on that is $39.99. And then we also have an Honor hat. And the price on the hat, $29.99. And that's just inside the entrance here. That's it though for the Honor stuff. This is a new arrival. It says just in. This is a jacket, like a parka basically. It's kind of thick, not super duper thick, but it's also not like a light windbreaker. So this is definitely meant for as it's getting a little colder here. It's just not, I didn't even wear a jacket today, even though it's kind of chilly this morning. It's not cold enough for that type of jacket, I don't think, but the price on that is $89.99. And then here's this little bag. I guess this is meant for folding that up and shoving it in the bag. I guess. And then we've got a Disneyland Resort Club. Oh, this is interesting. So this is like a silky material over here. The front of the hat is pretty standard, but this is like silk back here. Nike. Oh, Nike. And being that it's Nike, it's $39.99. There's a Coco display in here, and while we've seen that backpack before, I don't think we've seen this sweatshirt, La Familia. Nothing on the back. And we have a Dante t-shirt, and a Miguel and a Dante set of ears here as well. The guitar is something that they've sold before. That's nothing new. Black Crocs, we've seen all that stuff. I told you we'd do a quick pan of the Halloween stuff. Even though we've looked all of this merchandise over in the Halloween video, I did want to just show you that it's still here, especially if you're coming in the next couple of weeks. Don't fret just because they put out some Christmas. The Halloween stuff is still here. Here, this has to be new. It's another one of those like parka type things. A lighter jacket, but I don't know. You probably can't tell how it feels from what I'm looking at it, but it's very soft, very squishy, and yeah, it's Stitch. Disney's obsessed with. Well, most people are obsessed with Stitch, so that's why Disney keeps making merchandise for it. Ooh, what do I see? New snack line of merchandise. This time it's Dole Whips. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I have not seen that yet. So that's super cool. The Dole Whip one. And we have a Spirit jersey for it. Looks like the Spirit jersey is going to be $79.99. And then oh man, that was backwards. Look at this. We got a little Dole Whip there, a little Dole Whip pin, and pineapple ears. Oh, Amy's gonna love this. I have to show it to her. Price on the Loungefly is $88. On the other side of the snack merchandise aisle, I found this parka again, but they have these Stitch ears, which I don't recall having seen before, so this is a new item as well. This mug might also be new, but I feel like they've had something very similar to it before. $19.99. I do like the big open Stitch mouth on the bottom. So when you're drinking out of the mug, this is what it looks like. That's really cool. We've moved on from the main part of the Emporium here, and now we're gonna walk over into this area and see this store over here on the corner. Tends to always have some interesting merchandise, but I am mostly seeing stuff we've seen before, except for these mugs here. Oh, and what is this? Isn't a mug. Is it like, oh, it's like a candle thing. Instead of a pumpkin, you use that. Then we also have these Christmas ears. That's the only thing Christmas in here, really, besides, well, they also have the Jack Skellington Christmas Santa hat there. But we've got a set of ears for Jack, and I don't know if we've seen that sweatshirt before. That might be new as well. But I mean, everything else here, I think we saw this stuff whenever we did the Halloween line, because they still have most of the Halloween stuff in here too. I stand corrected. I did not see this bag before. It says it's $39.99, frightfully festive, and we've got a reindeer on the back. This is canvasy. This is like a burlap material, very stiff and sturdy. Oh, and this is a pocket here. We popped out of that store. Rope drop is in full force right now. It's about, I don't know, like 8-10 in the morning. I always do these merchandise videos first thing in the morning. It means less people in the stores, so I'm not in people's ways as I am filming. But that means most everybody coming into the park right now is rushing straight to a ride. That's where my family is. You might have noticed them earlier on in the video. Very briefly as we were walking into the Emporium, Amy and the kids went to go ride rides. The kids find this type of video very dull to follow Daddy around all day as he talks about merchandise. But I have fun doing this. I didn't used to be quite honest with you. I wasn't much of a merchandise person, but as we've started doing more of this, I actually have fun looking at all of the new stuff now with you guys. And many of you, even if you have no plans to come, you're like, I just like to window shop. And so that's what we're doing. We're window shopping together. As we typically do in our merchandise videos, we are going to go land by land throughout the entire park looking for anything new, specifically Christmassy things. But if I don't find anything, I'm not going to film it. We're just going to skip right on through. The Adventureland Bazaar is always good for a Stitch display, and they also have that new parka here, but they've got a couple of other new items. Several of these things I've seen before, but there's a couple of new things here. First up is this little Halloween plush. I honestly, I've only seen Lilo and Stitch like 2 or 3 times, so I can't remember the tie-in here with this outfit. This is going to be $34.99. And it looks like he's in that outfit for pretty much everything, even the coming out of the pumpkin here. But I specifically wanted to call your attention to this mug over here, which I don't recall seeing when we did the Halloween merchandise either, which tells me something. It tells me that they actually come out with more stuff as the season goes on. And so that's something for you to be aware of. We do film merchandise at the beginning of each season for you.
but they'll release more as the season wears on. Oh, look at this. This is new too. Creepiest pumpkin in the patch. That's a t-shirt? Is it a t-shirt? No, it's a button-up. Yeah, this is a button-up with a pocket too, and stitches in the pocket. Price on that shirt is $64.99. Oh, look at this. I have not seen this backpack yet. Wow. Okay, this is a big backpack. At first, all I saw was that, and I don't know what I was thinking. It looked rather thin, but this is a full-on like major, like, you know, school backpack with all the padding and everything. So we've got Stitch there, and it says ultraviolet ink. So I would imagine something glows in the dark. That's my guess. $59.99. Over here in the Haunted Mansion shop in New Orleans Square, I expect to find some Christmassy stuff that we've already seen. Let's see if we can find more for Nightmare Before Christmas. Not Christmas related, but I have not seen this shirt yet. They do have the Christmas items that we've already looked at in this store, but nothing else. Oh, here's the Jack and Sally meet and greet location. Somebody did ask that recently. Can you meet Jack outside of Oogie Boogie Bash? And actually, I don't even know if you can meet him at Oogie Boogie Bash. You can just meet Oogie Boogie. Jack and Sally are over here. And this is where you meet them at in New Orleans Square near the exit to Pirates of the Caribbean. And the Pirates of the Caribbean gift shop is right here. There's a Phantasmic shirt in here. How have I never seen that? Or maybe it's new. I don't know. Usually they just have a Pirates of the Caribbean type stuff in here, and the merchandise hardly ever really changes. I feel like it's mostly all the same sort of stuff. Progress on the new Memento Mori store coming along. Once that's open, we'll have more merchandise to show you. One downside to doing this merchandise video first thing in the morning is that Pooh Corner is not open. It has reopened, by the way, if you were not yet aware of that. Pooh Corner is back open again, just not Lewis's Critter Club, which is the merchandise side of Pooh Corner, or what used to be Pooh Corner. That portion is still not open. There's a couple of things in Pooh Corner, mostly food, but they also have like the stuffy section of Pooh Corner open. Because the store doesn't open until 9 a.m., I can't go in there and actually show it to you right now. If we remember later on, we'll get it. If not, oh well, not a big deal. It's the same merchandise they always have, so it's not like anything new. If you are enjoying this video and finding it helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And if you want to save money on your next Disneyland vacation, call my friends at Getaway today and tell them that SoCal Disney Dad sent you. Or click the link down in the description and use my coupon code to save on their already discounted packages. There was no new merchandise in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. If you are looking for something that like says Star Wars and it's very Jedi themed and oriented, you're actually not going to find that in Galaxy's Edge. That's going to be at Tomorrowland's Star Trader, the shop at the exit to Star Tours. What you're going to find in Galaxy's Edge is more things like First Order, Stormtrooper, droid related, because it's very themed and they try to protect the theming of the world. Batuu is occupied by the First Order, so you're not going to find anything Jedi. In fact, Savvy's Workshop, where you can build your own lightsaber, is like this secret hush-hush thing. We can't let the First Order find that we're here. So they're not going to have any like openly Jedi merchandise or anything really that says Star Wars, because to them that's just Batuu. It's not Star Wars. It's not this made-up universe. It's a real place. And so that's what you're going to find in Galaxy's Edge. If you want to find the distinctly themed things that say Star Wars or our Ahsoka or our Luke Skywalker or whatever, you're going to find that all at Star Trader, which we'll get to in just a little bit. The It's a Small World toy shop, one of the only merchandise locations in Fantasyland, is currently closed for refurbishment. But we can head up on to Toontown, check out Engineers. And this little gift shop is located at the exit of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And I feel like in here a large majority of the time it is merchandise that we have seen before. It doesn't change very often. However, I always come in here because every now and again I find something I didn't see last time, like this right here. This is like, an insulated, it feels insulated, picnic bag. Let's open it up and find out. Yep, it's insulated. So this is perfect for taking on a picnic with you. The perfect picnic.
It's also good to note that Engineer is an embroidery location. So you want to get your merchandise embroidered, you can have that done here at Engineer Souvenirs. I don't know if we've seen these exact mugs before, but they always have mugs like this for the Fab Five Mickey Minnie. Over here is Donald and Goofy. I don't see a Pluto. Poor Pluto got gypped. They don't call them the Fab Four. They call them the Fab Five. So why you gotta do that? Why you gotta leave Pluto out? He's a person too, right? He's a dog just like Goofy. There's actually a part on Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway where you re-link up with Goofy after being separated from him, and the first thing you hear is, "And that's why I wear pants and Pluto doesn't." And it's like, I want to know why. But they never tell you. And now we find ourselves in Tomorrowland, and as I mentioned, Star Trader. This is where you're gonna find most of the Star Wars stuff that's themed. It's also where you will occasionally find this hat. People ask me all the time about it. They don't always sell it here, but if they do sell it, it's gonna be at this store. So we walk in here. In fact, most of this stuff on this display, I guess this is new. I did see it over in the First Order store, but they have so much merchandise that looks similar to this that I didn't even notice that it was new. But if they've got this as the primary display here at Star Trader, this is definitely new merchandise. So you're definitely still getting to look at it. We've got a Loungefly for the dark side, quite a bit larger than the standard Loungeflies. This is more like regular backpack size. Still has the stiff Loungefly feel to it though. Let's see if there is an interior. That's the closest look that I can give you there. The Kylo Ren over on the one side. So we do have some interior design there. Here is a look at the back as well. And then the price is going to be $89. So even though this is actually quite a bit larger than your standard Loungefly, it's about the same price. Check this out. Okay, so they have ears like this, but they've been doing the ears lately with the removable bow. So these could easily convert into a set of Mickey ears, not just Minnie ears. I've put these on my head before, and sadly, they feel like really small on my head. But I'm so excited that they're starting to do the removable bow. Oi! Take a look at the price though, $44.99. That's like $10 higher than most ears. We have a nice print here for $49.99. It's got a little frame sort of around it so you can use it as is, but you can also take this and put it into your own frame and hang it on the wall. We've done that with a very similar portrait like this, a print for Mickey holding a lightsaber. I love it. I've got that on my wall. And then we have this tumbler, Starbucks tumbler. Okay, so as soon as we see the Starbucks, it justifies that price tag right there. I mean, not justifies it, I suppose, but explains it. I don't think that just because it's a Starbucks product doesn't mean that it's worth $50 or almost $50, personally to me. And then we've got a Darth Vader figurine here. Kind of a lot of glare, sorry about that. A long sleeve shirt in the same style as the backpack, because you can see this light pattern that is on the straps, also on the sleeve, and it says Star Wars Dark Side on the back. So this is the Spirit jersey. There's also this t-shirt, though I don't see it hanging right here. They've got it on display, so it's got to be somewhere in the store. But all this stuff right here is what we're talking about. We've got like the Jedi training ball for the lightsaber. That's really cool. This sort of stuff you won't find in Galaxy's Edge. We've got an Ewok mystery plush. So you can get Cho'Gath, Teebo, or Wicket. Of course, it's Wicket or nothing, personally, for me. Oh, there's actually some on the other side too. We've got Whittle, Kink, and Latara. Yeah, still Wicket or nothing. Here's the current version of my hat that they have for sale. It's very similar, except for mine is Darth Vader. This one is
Why did my name just blank on her name? SoCal. I don't know why I blanked, but anyway, this is the current version of my hat. It's an Ahsoka version. I don't really like the jean sort of material of the hat. I definitely prefer what I have, but this, if they sell a hat like mine, they're gonna have a different style of it maybe. And if they have this one style, they're not gonna have my hat. Although they do have this alternate version, which is just Star Wars in the black lettering, so yeah. They're very simple and plain. It's also snapback. Mine's not a snapback. Mine is New Era. I feel like Little Green Store Command is always good for new merchandise. Let's go check it out. The amount of Monsters University stuff that they come out with is pretty crazy. I feel like while we've seen some of these things before, this t-shirt's definitely new, something we've never seen. It's got the Letterman type letters here. It's got the fuzzy material. And then we've got a patch for Mike Wazowski down there. Uzma Kappa. And even these socks, I feel like, that we probably haven't seen in the past. This hat is fairly normal for them to have, and I feel like we've seen that shirt. But this shirt, $26.99 for that new shirt. And then this might even be new as well. We've got another button-up. Disney's liking its button-ups today. This is our second button-up that we have seen. And it's $64.99. I think that was probably the price of the previous button-up, but this one being Monsters U. Here's another new shirt, property of the School of Scaring Monsters. More for every roar. National Scaring Champions. Monsters University, first in fear since 1313. And that line of Coco merchandise that we already looked at earlier is also available in here because this is a Pixar-themed store. Ooh, look at this. This is new down here. We've got a flush, or a throw. I wasn't sure if that was, you know, the styles, but I only see Dante here. Only Dante. And then we've got some magnets. No, phone, wallet, swappable grips. Oh, they're pop sockets. Okay. They're pop sockets. And then these are magnets. All right, there we go. Here is a drinkware set. And we also have some coasters. Oh, they don't come out. All we see is Ernesto there on the top one. Let's see if maybe they've got the picture. There we go. There's all of them. So we've got Dante, Ernesto, Miguel, and Mama Coco. Oh, I love Mama Coco. Turned around and saw more Monsters University stuff. This time it is a Spirit jersey with the embossed bumpy Spirit jersey lettering. Even the property of has that bumpy texture to it. We've got the very collegiate looking sleeves. What's on the front? Just Monsters University. Of course, the primary store in Frontierland, Pioneer Mercantile, is always good for some merch, so let's go check it out. Looks like still very heavily Halloween in here, though. Here's a Coco shirt that we didn't see at the last Coco place where we found some Coco stuff. So this is a new shirt, Seize Your Moment, $34.99, nothing on the back. Oh, and look at this. We have a little mini backpack, or like side bag, shoulder bag, that sort of thing. $34.99. And there's a Coco the Official Cookbook. This is also the store where you find 3 Caballeros merchandise, and I feel like this is new, this sweatshirt here. It's not quite definitely not a Spirit jersey, it's a hoodie almost. Interesting. And then we have a new headband, Epcot World Showcase. I still don't know why they have some of this stuff over here sometimes. And we have a blanket. This is like a canvasy burlappy type material, not the super soft, but still really nice. And then a 3 Amigos, 3 Caballeros shirt, and another one here in Viva Mexico. Here we go. This is what we were looking for, some more Christmas merchandise. First up, we have this t-shirt, which has some Mickey Mouse lights going through the Disneyland logo. Pretty classic look. But then we also have Happiest Holiday on Earth. Oh, and there is the new castle style that they're using for this line of merchandise. Pioneer Mercantile coming in clutch. Here we go. My Joy. And this one also says My Joy. They both say My Joy, but we got Minnie and Mickey t-shirts. And oh, we got the buffalo plaid. These aren't new ears, but they brought them back. Buffalo plaid Mickey, and then just a standard Minnie.
We've left the lands behind now and are returning to Main Street, USA to get the stores on the opposite side of the road, again as we typically do. We're gonna start off with the Plaza Point Holiday Shop, which is guaranteed to have Christmas merchandise as it's available all year round. And here's a display that has everything that we have previously looked at so far as decor goes. But this wreath is something that we did not see before. $64.99. It does have a battery pack there on the top. As you can see, it is lit up. It's not very many lights, but it does have some lights in it. This Mickey-shaped wreath. Of course, they're always going to have ornaments in here, and it's worth checking out to see what they have. They have tons of themed ornaments as well. That store spills into a lot of other stores, so we're just going to walk through as usual, looking for different things. I'm not going to be able to necessarily tell you what store each of these things are located in, but it's this stretch on the left-hand side. Once again, we have the Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy cups, and still no Pluto. At least they put him on this set of magnets. It says it's a set of 10 magnets, and I'm like, I only see 5 characters, but there's number 6, there's number 7, 8, 9, 10. In fact, I will pan this entire display for you if you're looking for some home goods. There's an apron, some tongs, cookie cutters, and more. Here's a little kid's backpack. I don't think we've seen this before. This is in the store right next to the one with all the cups and mugs. And yeah, it's pretty small, with a reasonably small price tag of $29.99, at least as far as backpacks go for what we've seen in the park so far. There is a store in this string of stores that has a lot of like classic type merchandise, and I just came across this sweatshirt that I don't think I've seen before. It says "Here for the Magic," and it's got a very sort of Simba look to it. At least this part looks very Simba-like to me. I don't think that's the intent necessarily, but that's the vibes that I get from it. In the next store over, we have a whole line of Winnie the Pooh merchandise, probably because that one store, Lewis's Critter Club, is still closed. I imagine all of this stuff will move over there once it reopens, because they used to have a lot of Winnie the Pooh merchandise located in Pooh Corner over there. And I would imagine that this is just temporary at the moment, but they do have a whole bunch of stuff. There's also a Stitch display in here, and I feel like both of the long sleeve items here are new. Now this is more of a classic windbreaker, very thin, light material, perfect for the temperatures right now because it's a low of like 57 degrees and a high of like 87. So you definitely don't need this later on in the day, but for the mornings and the evenings, it gets colder than you think. Even if you say, oh, 57 is not too bad, trust me, it's got a little bit of a chill to it, so the windbreakers are excellent for that. And over here, this is like almost like a Spirit jersey type material. It says it's $64.99, and it does have the embossed printing on the back. Here's a new classic Mickey Loungefly I haven't seen before. This is actually really, really nice looking. It's very gender neutral as well, so it's great for guys. Loungeflies are for guys too. I have one. My buddy David has a whole bunch of them, $78 for that. And so this is fantastic. Nice little gender neutral one, very classic, very clean. I love it. And then they've got this is not very nice material. I was gonna say they got a jacket down here. This is like a rain jacket. It's very, I wouldn't call it necessarily canvas, but it's stiff like that. It's definitely, I think this is meant to be a rain jacket. We don't get rain here in Southern California, so it's more probably for when you go home. We do get rain, it's just not very often. I don't think we've seen rain since like May. And here's a churro Loungefly. So we've had the churro ears for quite a while. They've been coming out with all sorts of different snack stuff. We showed you the Dole Whips earlier. This is the first time seeing the churro one. And this is located in the same store as the Winnie the Pooh merchandise and everything else that we've just showed you since
owns the Winnie the Pooh. Coming over here to the Main Street Hotel for one more store. And there's no name above the entrance, so I'm just going to assume that this is the Main Street Hotel. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the names of these stores on Main Street because they're all strung together for the most part. This is probably the store that has the most of the seasonal merchandise. You can always come over here. It's guaranteed to have the largest selection. I wanted to see if we had some Christmas stuff over here. Not really, just a few of the Nightmare Before Christmas items that we've already pointed out, but otherwise still very dominated by Halloween over here. Oh, but not to be outdone, the place right next to that one, it's still connected, it's part of the same store, does have Christmas. It is a lot smaller of a store though, so their selection in this side is a little limited. Even so, we did find a new item here that we haven't seen elsewhere. They've got the Stitch jackets, the puffy ones, the nicer ones, and we have a Disney one as well, or rather a Mickey one to go along with it. So does this make the third like puffy jacket like this we've seen today? Disney Showcase. See, look, signs are around the corner.
And that's going to be it for our time here today, giving you a merchandise update. Just a little bit of Christmas, plenty more to come, so keep an eye out on the channel. It'll drop here once everything is available. Hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Click this video to keep watching. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.